This week on This Too Shall Pass, is there anything that you think having a single mother has taught you?
What's the word?
Grateful.
Very grateful. But I'm very grateful for what you have provided from us, and we've came a long way from like how
we was in the trenches.
Yeah, we've came a long way. It's a lot that we've had to build up and come through, and I'm very, very grateful.
I appreciate you, Dre.
No problem.
My soulless child. Have you learned anything from having a single mom?
Patience.
Welcome to the This Too Shall Pass podcast. Trust me, I know life can be. This is an inclusive space for our stories and lessons to be heard and learned from without judgment, because this too shall pass. My babies are here. Welcome back to This Too Shall Pass. Again, I have my kids here. I don't know what you're going to get. I don't know how it's going to roll, but hopefully they're honest, give their insight and their intake. And I love you both for being here. Before we even get started, just wanted to throw that out there.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Waiting for not such a long pause. Thank you for that. Okay. Well, however you are listening to me and my children today, if that is through streaming platforms for podcasts, I would appreciate a download, a like, a comment. We'd appreciate your time. And if you are viewing us in all of our glory and rawness and open transparency on YouTube, we will be here every week, and you have every right to subscribe, comment, let us know how you feel, and if you have any questions along the way. So on this show, This Too Shall Pass, we do a segment called Her Story, Her Voice. So I'm going to shout out somebody that I think is influential or doing a good job or has made a good improvement either in you guys' life, my life, or maybe it's just someone I met on social media. I'm going to do Terrell's teacher. You know Terrell's teacher's name?
No, ma'am.
Do you care to know Terrell's teacher's name?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it?
No.
It was this year, guys. We got out of school in May. It's June.
No, he really doesn't talk about his teacher a lot.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Anyways, Terrell's teacher, Terrell is my son, and his teacher's name is Miss Correa. Miss Correa teaches 4th grade at a local elementary school that my son goes to. And my son has struggled the last probably 3 years with ADHD and hyperactivity in school, and it's been hard for him. He does struggle sitting still in a regular desk for 9 hours and not moving, only going to recess 3 days a week. He has to be able to get up or at least learn standing up or switch his surroundings, and Miss Correa made this more than just possible for Terrell. Terrell struggled not liking school at all because it was someplace that he felt it was just somewhere he got in trouble. It was somewhere where adults called his mom, and then when he got home, he was still in trouble. So he was in trouble all day at school, and then they tell his mom when he's picked up, and then he's in trouble all night at home. So he didn't really appreciate or I guess understand the purpose of school. He just felt like it was another place he went where he got in trouble. And if you don't think teachers talk, they do. If your child is the one that's always in trouble before they go to the next grade, they do talk. And I really appreciate Miss Correa for taking the time to personally select Terrell that year, even though I know he probably wasn't talked about well from the other teachers. She really stepped outside her comfort zone. Like, I've never had a teacher text me every day, he's doing really good, he's having a rougher day today, is there anything I can help him with music? Sometimes when all the kids are playing instruments at one time, it takes him longer to calm down or he reacts in a negative way. She really took the time to learn with me. I learned my child a lot more this year. She helped me through the school system, figuring out 504 plans and education plans for my son that can help him. The only bad thing I can say about Miss Correa is that it's over. 4th grade is over, and I can only hope and pray that I have the opportunity to get another good teacher like that. Miss Correa does not have a social media page that I know of. Not a lot of teachers don't, but that was just a personal shout out from my heart to her to let her know. Even though we're in a teacher shortage this year and a lot of teachers are either leaving or going somewhere else, they're not really, I don't think they're really compensated that well for their time and what they put in. Miss Correa outdid herself this year, and I really appreciate her and the work she did with my son. Now to you two people. For everyone who's watching, what's your name?
Haley.
Huh?
Haley.
How old are you, Haley?
12.
This is Haley. She's 12. And you?
I'm Andre.
How old are you, Andre?
I'm 15.
You're 15. You guys feel comfortable talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's a little nervous?
My voice was dry.
Your voice doesn't get dry. Your throat gets
Yeah.
dry. Yeah, that's what you meant. English still not very good. We're still working on it. We're still working on it. So let's start off with something simple that we've talked about a lot, whether this is in the house or social media pages. Let's start with Andre, because I think you have your thoughts a little bit more together on this. Relationship when it comes to your dad.
I want to improve it. I want to, know a lot more about my dad. Like, there's not a lot of stuff that I know about him, and I feel like I want to, like, really make a bigger, indent on, like, our relationship and, like, really know him more.
Can I ask you why you always feel like it's your job to reach out more and show up more and learn more? Why do you always feel like it's your job to do more? Do you never think that's maybe the parent's job?
Yeah, but I know if I don't reach out, that I won't hear from him, and it's something that I want to do, and like I want to reach out, and I want to have a better connection. So if I want it, then I'm gonna do it. Then yeah.
No matter the consequence.
Yeah.
I love you. I respect you for that. You. How do you feel about a relationship with your dad?
I really don't need one because, like, you're perfectly fine. I'm not used to a second parent because he hasn't been in my life. And, like, I've done so many things without him because he's not in my life. I've had good grades since first grade. Mm-hmm. I try out for, like, all the sports teams except track.
He's not a runner.
And I've just done so much things without him, and I feel like the connection would be weird. Like, I do, like, love my siblings and all that, but, like, the connection would be weird because he hasn't been in my life for so long.
What's something connection-wise that your dad does to you that makes you feel uncomfortable?
His names.
They don't know what we're talking about. What about his names make you feel uncomfortable?
Okay, so I'm about, like, half Hispanic, and
about
like
half. Yeah, that's about right. It's a good number.
And he wants, since he is my dad, he wants me to call him Poppy.
What about saying that just makes your skin what? How does it make you feel?
It's just so weird. I don't even call him dad. I call him by his first name.
Uh-huh.
And, like, it's
just give it a try. Let me hear it roll off your tongue again.
Poppy.
It's a constant thing. This is something that she said for a long time. So for anyone that does not know my two beautiful children, they gave you their names. They gave you how they feel about their personal separate relationships with their dads. Andre and Haley, do you have the same dad?
No.
No.
Is there anything, I've never asked you guys this, and if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Mm-hmm. Is there anything about Haley's dad that you admire, that you would like to possibly see or respect more in a man or a role?
To be honest, I think our dads are, like, complete opposite.
They are.
Like, completely. Like, her dad reach out to her every day, call her every day, like, check in and stuff like that. Mine is, like, once in a while and, like, from time to time. But it is what it is. But that's one thing. If my dad was, like, more consistent, I think that's really I admire from your dad. You don't have to cry, Mom. I'm good.
I don't like either one of you right now. I guess the distance only bothers me because it bothers you. If you reacted more like Haley.
Yeah, but I think, not to say that Haley doesn't care, but I think I care a lot more about, like, how things go. I don't want to, just leave things how they lie. Like, I really, like, want to push for a relationship and all that. So that's something that I think it would take a lot for me to get over. But I really want to, like, push for a relationship, like, really get to know him. Like, I don't even know his birthday. I don't even know his middle name. Like, it's a lot that I don't know.
Yeah.
So I want to get to know my dad a lot more.
Haley, is there anything you want from your dad?
No.
Can you smile to the camera so people know you're not like a serial killer? How do you guys feel not having the same dad? Is it a problem?
No.
Not at all.
So what do you guys think of when people say, oh, you all have the same mom, but you have different dads? You don't ever think that's weird, or you don't understand why people kind of give pause to that?
It's not their problem.
No. I would think it's pretty obvious. I mean, Haley would have different dads.
Why? You're only 2 years apart in age. You have the same mom.
Yeah, same mom, but I'm dark skinned, she's light skinned.
I'm not talking about skin color.
But I'm just saying.
I'm brown skin.
You're what?
Haley.
Brown skin.
Okay,
Put
I'll
some
give you
respect
that.
on your name. That's right.
I'll give you that. But no. I think me and Haley look alike in like certain ways, but like not all the time.
So you don't think it's weird at all?
No.
It don't bother you, don't bother me. Let's see what else I can ask you. How do you guys feel? Does social media affect your lives? That my page is blown up and you guys are a huge part of me, so you're on my page. I'll start with this one because I know you got something to say. Has social media affected your life? It can be good or bad. Just tell me how you feel about being on Instagram or social media in general related to me.
Honestly, like, I didn't care at first because we weren't that big on social media. But when we like blew up, there was kids at my school now seeing that account. And then they like come up to me like, "You're Ariel's daughter. I seen this video." Even to the point like it was teachers and counselors, like
The adults.
yeah. And like it's just awkward in that moment, but I honestly don't care. And there's always gonna be haters out there because there's haters everywhere when you make it. And yeah.
So how do you feel overall? Good or bad or in between?
Good.
Do you think maybe you only feel uncomfortable when people speak to you because you're not a social person?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to the social one.
I love it.
What do you love about it?
That's all this truth. Like, I walked into a Foot Locker and like, where were we, Haley? We were like in like Tampa or something like that. So we walked to like a Foot Locker and I'm just walking around. It's a huge Foot Locker too. I'm picking out shoes, something and like a shirt. And like one of the workers, I asked her like, "Hey, do you know like size 12s are?" She's like, "I know you from somewhere." I was like, "What?" She's like, "I know you from somewhere." I was like, "Well, I don't know you, but like, where do you know me from?" She's like, "Aren't you the kid on TikTok who is like complaining about his job or something like that? Is your mom Ariel?" Yeah. "Oh my God, this and that. I watch your mom's things and all that. I follow her Instagram, everything like that." It's like good encounters and all that. I don't think I've had like a bad one at all.
That's good.
But it's real good encounters. And like there's people at school who see my stuff and like take screenshots of old pictures, but it's really cool. And like to really see like how far have you grown on your stuff, it's really good.
You're too emotional for me. That's why me and you can never like just sit alone because we just cry. And then there's Sweet Hay who does not let anything change her mood. Nothing ruffles her feathers. Let's go on. Let's see. What type of relationship, if any, with your dad? How do you communicate with him? Do you guys see each other? Do you go with him for the summers? How do you communicate with your dad?
I text him.
How often?
I don't answer him.
So then he texts you?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you answer?
Because I don't want to.
What does he say?
I don't know. Like he just be like, it's to the point like where I answer since he's not in my life. Like if he asks me something, I answer, and then he like just goes on. It's like 20 minutes of a conversation. It is just like so much.
So a simple question like, how was your day?
Mm-hmm.
And you say,
good. And then it goes on to like everything.
like what was good about it?
Yes, what was good about it? Alyssa did this, whatever. All just like all this stuff.
But with me, you are very social. You talk to me a lot. Even when I shut my door, I hide in the bathroom, I run away, sit in my car. You chase me down to talk to me.
Because I know you. Well, I like know my dad, but like I'm closer to you.
It's fair. I'll take it. Do you communicate with your dad, and if so, how?
Not recently, but yeah, I do. I text him or I'll call him. We'll sit on the phone for like 5-10 minutes, talk about school, football, text the same thing. I'll see him sometimes on weekends, sometimes for breaks and stuff like that. So like when I'm over there, we play video games, we go out to eat, get like clothes, shoes, and we just have a good time.
When's the last time you did that?
Say a year and a half from now.
Okay.
Or like May.
Of last year.
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys tell me how many parents are in our home? Like how many parents raise you?
1.
3?
Who's 3?
They do not raise us.
1? Yeah, 1.
Who are you including else?
Nana Papa?
They help pickups and drop-offs, but who takes you back to school shopping?
Oh, you.
Who you ride in the car with? They're still your grandparents.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you quick to cut people off at the knees and just move on. But it's mainly just me. Can you tell me, because actually I do want to know. I'm a single mother of 5, and I think it's ignorant for me to say that I fill your cups equally. Is there, what's a bad thing of having only one parent? Whether that's the mother or the father. What's something that you don't like? Haley.
Okay. Honestly, I don't like, there's not like, it's not that much different. I feel like it's just like financial stuff, since there is a lot of stuff, a lot of us. We can't like always get what we want, but like I'm like fine with that.
Oh, my turn?
Your turn.
Like what Haley said, it's like we can get everything we want like right then and there. So like either we have to like wait if like, but it's not that bad. Like if like 2K came out like this month, I know that I would get it for Christmas or like my birthday, but it's just like a longer wait.
Okay. So you still get the things you want, you just have to wait. Maybe it's not instant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Do you know the difference in a want and a need? Wanting something and needing something. Do you know the difference, and can you tell me what that is?
And like items that we ask you for?
In general, what is a want and what is a need?
Like you need a toothbrush, but you want a phone.
I was gonna say like
You need a toothbrush. Why do you need the toothbrush?
So my teeth don't fall out.
Okay.
Gentle hygiene.
You don't need a phone?
In certain situations, but you don't always need a phone. I think a phone is more of a want.
Okay.
Than a need.
Give me an example of a need and a want to you.
You need food, and you want like new shoes, like.
I can see what you're saying. Like you need food because you have to eat it to survive,
Mm-hmm.
and wanting a new pair of shoes is the choice.
Mm.
Okay, that's fair. Needing is you need it to survive. You need it to get through your day. You need it to be productive in school. So I think paper and pencils in school is a need. It's not a want. Maybe it's a want when you're at home and there is no school, you know? But wanting something and needing something, needing is it's beneficial to you. You need it to continue on. It'll make something easier for you that shouldn't have to be that hard. A want, you don't have to have it. You don't have to have it at all. If it's there, it's a good thing, it's a blessing, but if it's not, you can still live without it. So Andre might want the new iPhone, but he has a 12 or a 13, so he doesn't need it because he already has it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see what else I can ask you too. Do either of you remember life with Terrell?
No.
Like in the same house?
Very little.
Anything at all?
No.
Very little. Like.
Of the very little, is it good or bad?
Terrible.
Would you think it's a good idea to get back together with Terrell?
No.
Why?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because like I feel he could be a good person if he like changes himself and for his kids. But like but like he can like be a good person like when he like goes to get like the kids, but like when he comes back he could like be like drunk or something.
Okay. So you don't think it may be more so of a safety reason?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel safe with just me?
Yes.
What do you remember, if any?
Not too good of memories, but I mean, like the one good ones we had was like family nights where we would play board games at the table.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Or like after dinner, you would say no to ice cream, but like Toro would come around the corner and like slide sherbet to everybody. But yeah, but remember this one birthday that I wanted a WWE game.
Oh
I wanted it really bad, and then Turo tricked me. Was like, "Oh, I didn't get it for you," and then I cried, and then he took it out the bag and handed it to me. But yeah,
I asked you guys that because I've come out and talked about domestic violence in my last relationship and how we all ended up, 5 kids and 1 woman. I just wanted to kind of let you speak. So a lot of people on social media think that I speak for you, or I tell you what to say, or you can't make your own thoughts on your own. So that's why I was more so just asking the question and you lead me where you want to lead me, because I wanted to make it very clear that even though you separate because of domestic violence, it doesn't mean it was always terrible. He listed 4 or 5 good memories that actually stuck with him. I have a couple of memories that were really good. And I'm sure if Haley thought long and hard, she could think of a memory that was good. There were times that it was enough and we needed to go, but I just want to show that that's why women stay, for those little cherry on the top moments, those little sprinkles. It's not the whole cake. And that's usually why you go back, because there's still hope. There's still redemption. There's still a path to change. And I just wanted to make sure that I put it out there that at one point there was love and it was happy and it was not always terrible, but when it got to that point, I removed myself and my kids. How do you feel about me stepping back out there to date again?
It's so weird.
It's weird. Why?
Because it's very weird because like I'm older and like you are that's mean.
Yes, it's being so corrected. I am what?
Older than me.
Yes.
And it's very weird to like see you. I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you were to bring someone in the house, be like, "Hey, I'm dating your mom." Like I don't know how to react. Like it's gonna be awkward.
Be happy though?
No.
Andre, how do you feel about if I made the step and went back out into the dating scene?
I don't know. I feel like when you and Terrell were together, like we were all like little,
yeah,
and stuff like that. But I think it would be a lot more different because we're older and it's been like really long since like another like male figure has stepped in the house.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'd be like a big adjustment, but I don't even know like really how to feel unless like we're in like that situation. But it would definitely be like a big jump for all of us.
For all, as a unit,
yes.
It would be a big jump.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna give this one back to Andre. Andre, being the oldest, what do you think you should be responsible for as a child? Your age.
Myself. Like not always. Stop looking at me like that, Haley. But not always like the little ones and all that. Like I get like you're a single mother and I have to like help out a lot, but I feel like me being the age I am right now, I feel like I should be able to go out more than like how I go out now. Like not like, oh, I want to go out every day, but like if I ask like, hey mom, can I go to the movies? Like 9 times out of, or like 8 times out of 10, like yes. But
that's what it should be. 8 times out of 10
yes,
should be yes?
Yes.
Okay, so only 20% is a no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but like you don't really say no a lot unless you have like a good reason, like you're tired or
yeah,
or like you already made like a trip or something like that. But
Because what is the only thing I ask you when you ask to go hang out with friends?
who's going?
Okay.
Do I know them?
Correct.
They're a parent.
And how long?
And what?
Is there a parent?
Is there a parent?
Yeah.
Is there a parent? I'm not trying to like lock you down, but I need to know that everyone's still supervised. The world is different. You guys are out there in the dark and there's kids, and I just want to make sure that you're safe and someone's watching their kids, or I need to sit out there and watch all of you from my car. What do you feel like you should be responsible household chores wise?
My own chores.
Which is what?
Like taking out the trash, cleaning my side of the room or like the whole room, sweeping, mopping sometimes, separating laundry, doing my laundry, clean the bathroom.
Okay. That's cool. Haley, what do you feel like as not the oldest, second child, what do you feel like you should be responsible for at 12 at your age?
Like Andre said, myself.
Okay. Do you think you have control of yourself?
Just.
What do you think you should be responsible for chores-wise? Like work, earning your keep in the house. Do you think you should have to earn your keep?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm just a child.
Because what?
Because I'm just a child.
So you shouldn't have to do any chores.
I mean, I should, but like, not as much as we have right now.
Give me your chores. Let's run them down. That you actually do.
I clean my side of the room.
You clean your side of the room.
I sweep the kitchen.
Oh, you sweep that kitchen.
And
Yes.
I reload and sometimes, well, most of the time, put up the dishes.
And that's too much. I'm asking you for your confirmation. At 12, going to 7th grade, that's too much.
Going to 7th grade.
Oh, going to 8th. I'm sorry, you did finish. I know you, girl. Going to 8th grade. I'm sorry. I'll give you respect. Those 3 is too much.
It feels like a lot because it
Okay.
takes like an hour.
Okay, that's a long time out of your life. I agree. Okay. Haley, what do you want out of life?
I want for me to be successful in life. Like,
What does successful look like to you?
I want to be rich.
Okay. That's what successful looks like to you?
Well,
How do you want to be emotionally?
stable.
How do you want to be financially?
Rich.
What do you want to do for a job?
An engineer.
Okay. How do you see your family setting? Do you see yourself married or with kids or with just a dog? What do you see for yourself?
Alone.
Do you want children?
No.
How do you see your living situation?
In a mansion by myself.
I'm going to give this to Andre now, okay?
Yo.
I
Okay.
appreciate you.
She's been saying that for the longest time.
She's been saying that since she was like 5. Alone in a mansion by myself.
High
period.
rise in a Tesla.
Has never changed it.
Oh yeah, with the Tesla.
Oh, don't forget the Tesla.
With butterfly wings.
They talked about you all morning. Let me hear it, big guy. What do you want out of life?
To be successful.
What does successful look like to you?
Successful to me is, finding a way like to do like what I want to do in life. Like
Okay.
I want to, of course, make a lot of money, but successful to me is like also leaving like a legacy behind, like
Okay.
a story about like my name and like who I was and what I stood for.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's like a job. If football doesn't work out, like being a professional football player in the NFL, I would love to be a wildlife biologist.
Yes, you do very good
To
in biology.
yes, to study animals in like different countries and states or all around the world. So like 1 week I'm in Antarctica studying all different types of animals, polar bears, penguins, the fish in the water. And then the next week I'm in like Brazil, or like the Amazon, looking at birds and lizards and crocodiles and all that. So I'm like really fascinated with animals, and I really want to do that.
How do you see yourself family wise? Do you see yourself? What does happy look like for you?
Hopefully married with
Okay.
like probably 2 or 3 kids.
Okay.
Um,
Are you... Y'all can't let Haley take your soul.
I definitely want to like make a lot of money though.
Okay.
Like I want to live in like a big house. I want to have, like the cars that I, want and all that. Like,
but a
really
wife
just
and
be,
kids you see for you
yes.
in your life. Okay. Since you said that, what that would make you a dad, right?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to do to your kid?
The opposite of how my dad is to me. Like, he's not a terrible dad. I'm not here to bash anybody, but he's not a terrible dad. But I feel like he could definitely reach out more and do a lot more than he's doing now.
Okay.
But I would be there for my future kids every day. I would be in their life every day. Like, well, God forbid me and their mother split. But even if that happens, that won't change my rule in like their lives. I will be in their life every day, pick it up from school, drop off, practice, everything like that. So, like, I just won't miss a day.
Yeah.
Same reason as you don't miss a day for me.
I don't. And you still want no parts.
I'll be the cool auntie.
The cool auntie.
The rich one.
The rich cool auntie. Got it.
Well, I'll be the rich uncle too.
Okay. Is there anything that you think having a single mother has taught you?
What's the word?
Maybe something your friends don't experience. Something that
grateful. Very grateful.
Why grateful?
'Cause like I said, like I would have to like wait a little bit longer or like work harder to like really get something. I'm just very grateful for it. Even like you surprised me with shoes, and like, yeah, they're shoes that might not be like Nikes or Jordans, but they're still shoes, and I can use them for like running shoes, like go outside for all that. But I'm very grateful for what you have provided from us, and we've came a long way from like
we was in the trenches.
Yeah, we've came a long way, very long way. So I'm still grateful for everything you give to me. And like back then, it was Adidas and like Shaqs and all that, but now you like surprise me with a pair of Dunks or a pair of Jordans. So it's a lot that we've had to build up and come through, and I'm very, very grateful.
I appreciate you, Dre.
No problem.
Still don't like talking to you because you make me cry.
I haven't dropped a tear yet. Not yet.
My soulless child. Have you learned anything from having a single mom?
Patience.
Why patience?
Because you end up like waiting for a lot of things, but they arrive. They eventually come.
Okay. And that taught you patience.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's something you needed to learn? Even though you don't want to do 3 chores?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not a lot.
Before I introduce BetterHelp, let me ask you guys, do you know what therapy is? As a child, what is therapy to you?
Someone who sits down and talks to you. And like they like listen. They're like a listening ear for you. And they also give you like advice and support. That's like I would think that's what a therapist is.
I don't know, like a safe space for some kids.
Okay. Do you think it's only for kids?
No.
What do you think would be a safe place for?
I don't know if their like house like wasn't like the best place.
Okay.
It would be like their safe place.
Okay. To talk about their house or their setting if they didn't feel safe.
Mm.
Do you think I give you guys a safe place to express yourself?
You?
Yeah. Do you feel safe at home to express yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
I want you to know, even though you feel comfortable talking to me, that you can still request. You requested a while ago to get a therapist or a mentor.
Yeah.
And that's why we went to Boys to Men route.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You keep saying that, though, but I want you to, like, know if you're not, or maybe you want to work on expressing some things that maybe you just don't want to talk about, but maybe you should, so we can make sure there's nothing, underlying. It doesn't have to be just me. I love talking to you, but you can always let me know and I can find you.
Bro, why is that floating lid distracting you?
Children need more than therapy when dust catches their attention. But for all my beautiful listeners out there, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a program that will assist in your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 24 hours. It is not a crisis line. It is not self-help. It is a professional counsel done securely online. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is also available. So I know a lot of us sometimes mental health has come a long way. I do want to give it its credit. but sometimes it's still really expensive, and sometimes the insurance companies don't pay for it. I would still reach out. I would still let them know your financial setting. If you can't afford it, be honest. There's a lot of different options, and it does end up being sometimes a lot cheaper than what you think. So I don't want anyone to cancel out therapy, or someone when I was growing up used to say that's for white people. I don't want you to make it a culture or a financial thing. I think if you really need help and you don't have insurance, or you do have insurance, you should always call and reach out and at least see where you fall to see if an assistance can be, provided for you, if it'll help you with your mental health. All you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/TTSP. That's BetterHelp/TTSP, and join the over 500,000 people taking charge of their mental health today. Oh, you still have me crying. Helping with the experience, again, from a professional. It's not self-help, and it's not a crisis line. And this special offer is only for This Too Shall Pass listeners, and they offer 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TTSP. So now, my babies, we're going to do a segment called Without Judgment. So this is where someone could give me a situation or a question or something they're going to, and they want my opinion. Okay? So this is something that someone entered in. So you either let me know if you want me to answer it or if you have an answer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Deal?
Yeah.
Okay. First one. Do you want more children?
No. No.
Can I have more children?
No.
Should we think about having more children?
No.
Why not? Why do you think we're capped at 5?
It's too much.
It's a lot of room sharing.
Yes.
It's a lot of what?
Room sharing.
Room sharing.
It's a lot.
If it's another girl, there's going to be 3 people in that same room.
How many people in your room, Dre?
2. Thank God.
Because Owen's where?
Owen still sleeps with you.
Yes, he does. So we're all sharing a room. I'm still sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Married people grow up and share a room. You go to college in a tiny dorm room, you still share a room. So why don't you get used to co-living? Huh?
Not if you get your own room in college.
Yeah, but it's cheaper just to have a roommate. That's why parents do it. They literally put their fresh children out of high school in the room with a stranger to save money. Summer camps do it. Not your vibe?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Next question. Let's see. Now, I'm good. I'm happy.
Great answer. Great answer. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm happy with the kids I have. And I do feel like my hands are full. Like my cup is overflowing. I love kids though. But I hope my night has already, dropped some shinglings along the way. And I think it makes me nervous because then I know I'd have to, figure out how to co-parent with a female. And that's something I haven't ever experienced. But I know I have no problem at all loving somebody else's child at all. I don't treat people's kids bad. I don't know how they go and treat somebody's kid, but I personally, I can only speak for me because the eyes are flying. I can only speak for me. I think I'm done having children, but I wouldn't mind dating someone who had a child. I think that's fair enough. How do I deal with my boys versus my girls?
You can.
Andre would say I'm very easy on the girls.
Oh my God, yes.
What?
Yes,
Haley
y'all get away with a lot more stuff than us.
Haley still thinks I'm pretty hard on the girls. The only thing I really get on my kids about is listening. There's nothing else. I'm not really on them about anything else. They can wear what they want. They're free to say what they want, even though it might, 90% of the time, it's going to come out rude. I do let them just give it to me how you feel, but it's the listening. Sometimes, like when we're all out in public and it's just me and everyone's going 5 different directions and we're already being watched, I'm just like, come on, let's like stand together. Like we got out the same car. We don't have to all touch the aisles and the floor and the microwaves and the counter. It's a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I used to be an ass whooping mom with a belt because I was short on patience. And I don't whoop anymore. Andre think that's not fair. Andre
not
thinks I should.
It's
whoop.
absolutely not.
It's absolutely not fair.
Andre
TJ
and Haley
Aaron
think I
get away
should go
with
back
everything.
and whoop the younger three because Andre and Haley got the young, rowdier version of me.
There's no way we grew up with a belt and they just get their phones taken.
Bro, forget
Who
the
has a
belt.
phone at 8?
For real, forget the belt. Like we would get whooped with a flip flop. like, bro, you need to bring back whoopings. And
But
we've been
not
telling
for
you,
y'all.
No, we grew
we're
out of
too
that.
old. Like a phone taken away and like a slap is great, but like
I will take that.
yeah, facts. But like the younger ones,
The belt still hold fear.
No, you need to bring
No,
it
it
out.
doesn't hurt that much
Yeah.
anymore.
So but then that's what I'm saying. Why am I going to hit them? If it's going to grow up, it's not going to hurt anymore. And they just see me as like,
But
I
'Cause it's
learned
not
with
fair.
time.
no,
It's
but
not fair.
But they're
Yes.
young. We're over the age of 10.
Okay.
You need to be whooping. You need to be
You
whooping.
think it'll improve the house?
I'm a whoop. I'm a
Wait,
whoop.
you're going to whoop your kid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a whoop. I'm a whoop.
Haley, you're not going to have no kids still?
Cause
It's not for you?
that don't do it again. That stern talk, that takeaway stuff, that doesn't do anything.
I think
Like
gentle parenting does work on gentle kids. And I think it definitely depends on the child. Haley is someone that I can discipline by yelling at, and that's always affected her, even when she was little. Andre, my boys, they're rowdy. They'll keep going. I had Terrell would antagonize me through the bunk beds and keep running. I'm going to catch you. And when I do, you're going to regret it. But yeah, we don't really do physical hitting anymore.
Mm-mm.
My older two think that I should bring back corporal punishment for the younger
so
children.
chase me through the car.
It was like 10 years ago. Let it go. Let it go. Like, move on. It was a decade ago.
No. I'm a whoop. That's all I know.
I'm a whoop.
I'm a whoop.
How do you balance having a personal someone / boo while living with your parents? It has never happened. And I don't think it's more so my parents that give me pause than my children. They are very nosy. I remember one time I was just talking on the phone to someone.
Oh yeah,
He
the
didn't
bear
show up.
emoji guy.
He didn't, what?
the bear emoji guy.
the bear emoji.
The bear emoji. I can't even write their names because my kids will find out. When you have kids that can like, oh, I'm a Facebook, I'm a search. No, you just get an emoji and I have to leave it how it is. My parents actually want me to get married and like get in a relationship. My kids do not. So I think my kids do give me a lot more hesitation and pause than my parents. Yeah, but I've never tried it. And like Andre said, Owen still sleeps in my bed. So I think we also have a lot of growing to do. But I also am in a good space in my life. I'm not even going to say lonely. Like 5 kids is a lot of company. It's just not adult company. I do have my sister. I do have a couple of good friends that I do keep in good contact with. And I enjoy their time. I'm just not romantically in a relationship with anyone, if that makes sense. But I do feel like I've built a better relationship with my kids. We do a lot more things together. We hang out. I feel like our relationship has gotten a lot better. And that's not something I'd really change. And I don't know if me staying in that marriage at that time would have helped us get where we are now. So you got to stay tuned for that. I might be able to redate like once these two get out the house. Because these two have a lot of opinions. They want to keep me to themselves. But hopefully one day. Ooh, Andre, do you want to start a podcast?
Do I want to start a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you think doing a podcast would be easy?
No.
Mm-hmm.
You think it'd be easy?
I'm just talking.
But what are you just talking on? Do you know how to get that or how to hook it up?
No.
Do you know where to go?
Mm-mm.
You think you can do a podcast in 30 days?
I told you I'm going to be rich. I'll hire someone to do it for me.
Hire idea to launch. They're a program. They're a hip hop. This is them. This is them. They are we right now. Helping us start a podcast in less than 30 days. And this applies to everyone though. They're remote. It can be just you at home with your microphone and a laptop, and they do all the hard work, all the technical things that make it intimidating, because I know it's very intimidating to me. But here I am telling my truth with my kids in an idea to launch space. So It's not overwhelming. It's easy to start. It's step-by-step process, makes it simple. And even for the most, like I said, technically challenged people, or it's really intimidating, still give them a try. They can launch your whole podcast in 30 days. Visit ideatolaunchpodcast.com and start sharing your unique voice to the world. You can even get a one-on-one strategy call with Carla Willimaris, who is the producer for this podcast and also other mega podcasts that you would know. Just for my listeners, this podcast gets 50% off for a limited time using the code TTSP. Is there anything you want to say?
No. No.
Anything you want to say?
Stay true to yourself. Be who you are. And make the people around you smile and laugh.
God, you do it to me every time. This is...
What?
This too shall pass, and I will try to hold it together more next episode. I thank you for coming. I thank you for telling your truth.
You're welcome.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Make sure you follow the show for weekly episodes wherever podcasts are found so you don't miss an episode. I'll see you next week.